Welcome back. BJP says auction of mining leases cannot be a legally viable solution right now. Party spokesperson Dr. Wilfred Mesquita, while addressing media, opined that auction of mining lease is not possible until union government amends renewal clause of mining leases. Party feels that the auction of mining leases would not be possible until a clear-cut policy on tax and export duty on mining is formulated. BJP state executive will meet on 8th March to review government's performance.
This is only the Manmohan Singh government which has put export duty on this ore export. If this ore export continues, how will they auction? How will a person go to auction? Because when they don't know what is the mind of government of India, tomorrow they may keep on increasing the export duty. And how do you auction? Now to ask for an auction, it is a very serious matter for Congress to say that in Goa, because auction lies in the hand of the central government. The government of India should decline renewal. Sorry, they have converted concession into lease. And they have given lease for 20 years to be renewed after 20 years. Now, when that says that the lease is for 20 years, how do they expect anybody else to come and auction? And what we are asking government of India, just to give us a helping hand in giving some support, financial support to these people, is not a big favor, because government of India for last 10 years is collecting nearly 10 crore rupees per day from Goa on export duty and income tax. I request this Congress people in Goa to ask the government of India to give us some kind of assistance. On the 8th of March, we are going to have the first state executive meeting in Panjim on the eve of our first year of governance of Goa. Before that, there will be two district conventions, north and south. So we will review whatever work the government has done and also congratulate them.
Goa Pradesh Youth Congress has pledged its support to the students' agitation on half-ticket. GPYC has demanded to route special buses for students and separate buses for women. This is in wake of students' agitation against harassment by private bus owners.
These students who are being harassed are harassed by the private bus owners. And if you go to see, it is not only in one part of Goa, it is in Margao, Panjim, Ponda, Mapsa, Bicholi, Sankali, everywhere. And students are given harsh treatment because they are paying lawfully 50% of fare. What we have to say is that paying 50% of fare is a right of every student. To avoid such circumstances, such things like overcrowding or molestation, physical abuse, mentally torture, government should seriously think about having separate buses for the students. And secondly, permit to me dille asa, government has the right to note down the numbers through the RTOs, officials, note down and call them and not give them a second chance. तांकां थंयच परमीट तांचे कॅन्सल करूंक जाय. आमी अपील करता की गव्हर्मेंटान सिरियसली हाजेर कितें चिंतचें आनी एक बायलांक न्ही सेपरेट रुटाचेर बसीस करचे. जावं ते मडगांव, पोंडा, म्हापसा, पेडणे खंय जावं एवरी रूट देर शूड बी अ स्पेशल बस ओन्ली फॉर वुमन.
District Administration will display a day-long exhibition on ill effects of smoking in South Goa on Friday. Exhibition will be held across 8 places. An enforcement and vigilance team will be constituted to raid shops promoting tobacco consumption. Collector Andy Agarwal said that by end of March, a ban on smoking in public places will be fully implemented in South.
31st March, we tried to see if the act is in true sense implemented in South Goa district.
An awareness program in the form of exhibition has been planned on Friday in South Goa. The exhibition aims at creating awareness amongst public on ill effects of smoking.
We are providing the one counselor in each exhibition who will, if somebody want to leave the smoking, they want the counseling how to do it, the doctor will be available to advise the people. Enforcement team, they are going, checking it, making the raids, number of the places, they seize the material, they put the fines.
Reporter Pratik Parab for Prudent. To ensure uniformity in development and growth, attention has to be paid towards higher education in rural areas. These are the thoughts of Governor of Goa, P.B. Vanshu. He also feels that education is a fundamental tool for positive change. Vanshu was speaking at the inauguration of 14th National Conference organized by the Association of Indian College Principals at Margao.
I also feel that the rural areas of our country need far greater attention in the field of higher education. If we have to ensure uniformity in our development and growth, we must have more universities, colleges and other higher education institutions in our rural areas, as the progress and prosperity of our rural brethren will ultimately decide and determine the progress, image and glory. For a country with 1.21 billion people faced with perplexing problems like poverty and illiteracy, India's future progress will largely depend on education as a fundamental tool for positive change, with institutions of higher learning as their backbone. The role of a principal covers many different areas, including leadership, teacher evaluation, student discipline, and several others. Being an effective principal is hard work and is time-consuming. A good principal is balanced within all of his or her roles and works hard to ensure that they are doing what they feel is best for all constituents involved.
News from sports after a short break. Stay tuned.